Monday, January 8, 2024. This is the RS3, the DAZA. DAZA rebuilt. Anyhow, this car was ready to run in an event, I think yesterday or Saturday or Sunday. Here it's called Sueihan, okay, the race. It's a half mile. So he didn't make it to the track for the simple reason the car is cutting at 270 kilometers per hour, 270, 280. Why it's cutting? Because it has a fuel starvation. It's dropping down the fuel pressure and it's cutting the boost completely. And fortunately, the tuner, he is good and smart enough, and he didn't remove any fail-safe from the ECU. So we don't have any catastrophic failure of the engine, but what we have the car that it goes approximately at 260 to 70, and it's cutting. And you see that the low pressure pumps, they're dropping. We check the logs, a previous log, let us say 6 months ago, how it is, that was nice and steady pressures, and the log that we watched on Saturday, I think Friday or Saturday, yeah, when we saw the log, we saw that the low pressure pumps, they're dropping the pressure. So today, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the 2 low pressure pumps inside of the surge tank, because the main fuel pump, it's fine, it doesn't have any problem, the OEM pump in the tank. Now, for those who said that you're not gonna work this setup, I know it's hard to understand for some people how I have connected a surge tank, but trust me, it's optimized by 100%. I might say even more. I'm gonna repeat myself again. I have mentioned that before. I'm gonna say that again just to remind to anyone. All right, what's happening? How it's being connected to the surge tank? You have the low fuel pressure pump in the tank. The low fuel pressure pump, it's pushing fuel inside of the surge tank. The low pressure fuel pump inside the tank has its own regulator, fuel regulator, all right? So there is one system that's responsible to pick up the fuel from the tank and fill up the surge tank. The surge tank, it's always full. It's still up to here. You see where it has here the overflow? The fuel, it's literally till here. And I just block it, don't come out. So the OEM fuel pump, it's pressurizing the surge tank by 6 bar. That means it's enough the pressure to cruise around with the car. You can start the car, there is no problem at all. The system is pressurized. Don't pay attention on this cage, it's stuck. It gets exploded because of the pressure that's building. Okay, yeah, no worries. So never mind that. So the surge tank has always 6 bar. When you activate the pumps, when it's building up 14-15 psi of boost, 1 bar of boost, then it's pushing front the fuel. They're not working all the time, so it doesn't make any sound. You don't overheat the fuel. You're just working the stock fuel system, if you like, until 1 bar. After 1 bar, then they start working these pumps. Now, with the type of fuel that he's using, the owner, you will gonna have some wear on the pumps. You're gonna tell me it's not even 2 years old. Yeah, but every season you have to make some maintenance, especially when you have now I think it's at 50,000 kilometers after the rebuild. The engine is performing fine, it's consistent, spark plugs excellent, cylinders inside. I put the camera inside just in case to have a look, and it's excellent. It doesn't have any problem whatsoever. Today, what I'm gonna do, removing the pressure from the surge tank, from front, not from back here. I don't want to make a mess here back. It's fuel based on alcohol, it's ethanol, so it's gonna evaporate. Front is gonna be fine, there's not gonna be any problem. Empty the surge tank, disconnect the battery obviously, and then changing the pumps. The pumps that I'm gonna put, I have it inside the engine room. Yeah, let's go to see the fuel pumps. And these are the 2 fuel pumps that I'm gonna install inside the surge tank. Now, there is another one case. There is a case that the pipe, the outlet from the pump to the fitting, it might have a problem, it might escape some fuel, because both pumps, they don't perform as supposed to perform, all right? So it might not be the pump, but might be the fitting from the pump to the other fitting to the outlet. Because of the fuel, the type of fuel, it's not gonna last long. The outside lines, they're gonna last forever, but the inside lines, it might suffer. We're gonna see. When I'm gonna open it, we're gonna have a look on it. Let me find now the title of the video. Yeah, how I'll put it. I put it DAZA rebuild. I put it on RS3. I have no clue. And then let's move on. Let's see how does it looks like now. Pipes looks okay. A little bit of dirt down over here. Okay, and what about what do we have inside? Oh boy. Yeah, it comes apart, the short tank. Because of the fuel type, it starts eating the short tank. That's not safe. So what do you see here? This is aluminum. Imagine that's even anodized, and it's eating it. Also here, take a look how it looks like. Oh boy, Houston, we need a short tank. Yep. And it might be, I will gonna change obviously the short tank and the two pumps, but it might be that the screen here get blocked from all this mess. I'm happy that on the flange down there I put a helicoil to don't have any headache, and I can open it and close it as many times as I want. Let's remove the short tank completely. If it was nice and clean, I'm not gonna have to remove the short tank, but now I have to remove the short tank, obviously, clearly. Let me take it out to see that better and call my friend and explain to him what I have in front of me. Hey, lovely. Yeah, it lasts almost 2 years, It lasts almost 2 years, not bad. And the seal looks good. I'm not gonna use it, clearly. You don't play with fuel. 101. You do not play with fuel. You don't want to have any headache. Let me get out the short tank to see how it looks like. This will gonna stay there. Yep. There we go. If it was not anodized, it's not gonna last even a month, probably. 1 second. Yeah, nice helicoil, lip, amazing. Beautiful, splendid. So, leave this there. Yeah, I can empty it down the floor, so what? It's all about what type of fuel you're using, If it's highly corroded, how it's called now, this one, it will gonna eat anything in the long terms. So it's not about the brand, obviously, alright? It's about that in this application, every season you need to inspect some things. I don't know if there is also a conditioner for a racing fuel to avoid having these kind of things. Oh boy. As soon as it's been compromised here, you're gonna continue eating it.
And what is gonna happen? If let us say on the coating, if there is one small imperfection and it doesn't have a coat and it's the aluminum, you can see the aluminum inside, what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter, I'm just gonna show you outside. Now it doesn't matter because we have to replace it. If there was a line like this one here, that I remove now the coating and you can see the aluminum, the fuel, the specific type of fuel, you're gonna find it and you're gonna start eating it inside. And that's exactly what happened here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's starting also here. Any imperfection on the coating, you're gonna start eating the surge tank. Yeah, classic. Now, to don't have any headache, we need a surge tank. Hey, that's it. Now, when I'm gonna get the surge tank, the pumps I have it, I'm gonna make another video. Let me, you know what, screw it. Here, where is the sensor, we're gonna put one plug, because I just now realized that we haven't put a plug here and I'm keeping it there. So, to be much more convenient to removing it for service, it makes sense here to put one plug, right? You're gonna be smart. Let me separate from here and I'm gonna take all the unit inside the engine room. I don't want to keep it here. The container was nice and clean. It doesn't matter. Just because I don't want to contaminate something and I want to see exactly what's going on inside, I get one clean bucket that was not contaminated before. Now it is from the pump. And I put it here. Now, cutting the cables, later on I'm gonna say to the guys to put for me one plug there, one female and one male from the surge tank, but not on this one, on the new tank. And that's it from this side. Let me take it all inside the engine room. Okay, back inside the engine room. Even if it didn't have corrosion here, you're gonna start from here. Makes sense, right? Yay. Again, there is nothing wrong with the surge tank. This is what fuel you're using. And again, it didn't fail. It failed the pumps. The pumps, they failed, not the surge tank. That's a good one. And again, what you're expecting after 2 years? Every season, you have to see that. I mean, if you was doing it, how? If you was putting, let us say, a racing fuel for a race, and then you drain it, or you're burning all the racing fuel and you put a normal petrol inside, you're not gonna have this kind of problems. But if you keep inside the surge tank this fuel for in long terms, that's what will gonna happen. You're gonna find a small imperfection somewhere and you're gonna start eating it. And you cannot go back. It's not, I don't think it's worth it, let us say, to remove from here material, weld it again, then make a groove again on the lathe, and then again, you have to send for powder coating, and it has to be good powder coating. You just get a new surge tank and you're calling it a day. And there is some bottles, some conditioners specific for the ethanol to avoid these kind of things. Keep in mind that before there was a fuel starvation. Before the surge tank, we changed the high pressure fuel injectors, and they told us that it was running by 20%. 80% was gone, the fuel injectors. So we changed the high pressure pump, the high pressure fuel injectors. After testing the car, again, on the at 260 to 280 kilometers per hour, it has a fuel starvation. We saw it on the log. And you're ending up there. You're not bothering, you just get one surge tank, you put the new pumps inside, boom. That's it. Over and out. Wish me luck to find the title. I will gonna find it probably. And let's inform my friend. There was this before, this stupid thing, I make it upside down and I put the arrow pointing down. Because why? What was happening? When it was going up, it was turning on the light. So I flip this one, I remove the safe, I flip it, and I make it pointing down, on. So when it comes empty, to turning on the light. It never gonna come empty. Like I said, it never came empty, because even if the low pressure pump in the tank it stopped working, these pumps, there's no air anywhere. So to come empty the surge tank, it has to be empty the main tank. The surge tank is gonna be the last one that's gonna come empty. That's the thing. All right, that's it. Over and out. Thank you. Yeah, well, once again, don't misunderstand. Nothing wrong with the company. Eh? This was running on racing fuel for the last 2 years. It never ran with normal petrol. All right, what you see, it's normal in any brand, whatever you're gonna get. I don't think so you're gonna get away with that. Yeah, good thing that we open it. That's it. Thank you.